What is good, Ninja? Ojo over here from Player Essence, and welcome to another PE Nintendo Switch and gaming news video. Today we have some awesome information for you guys, so let's go ahead and get right into it. So Nintendo's stock hits its highest point since September 2008. So Nintendo's profits continue just to push closer and closer to their goal of bringing back those Nintendo-like profits, and in some way is pretty much already there. Now today, in another step towards that goal, Nintendo stock is hitting its highest value since all the way back in 2008. Just to let you guys know, you know what I was doing in 2008? I think I was a junior in college, okay, back in 2008. So it's been a minute, and I think Super Smash Bros. Brawl was coming out for the Wii back then as well. So it's been a while since their profits, or since their stock value, more like it, has been this high. So it's really cool to see that, and really this success is being spurred by Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, which just launched across the mobile devices, smart devices, and all that, and it's doing extremely well. It's already one of the highest grossing apps in many different countries, and it's in the top 10 pretty much everywhere. We all know Animal Crossing is going to be a huge thing for Nintendo. This game, Pocket Camp, seems to handle everything fairly well. I haven't tried it out myself, but I just don't care about mobile games and Animal Crossing as much, but it's really good to see Nintendo back into the swing of things, and which pretty much they've been, but this is only going to push higher and higher because we have some news that we're going to go over as far as some sales data from Japan and stuff that's really going to make investors hair raise on the back of their neck. So it's really good to see that Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, in addition to Nintendo's success, is pushing their stocks higher, and that's exactly what we want. We want bigger, higher value for their stocks in order for them to be more valuable as a company, which more capital comes in, which that capital can be invested into a better company, and it seems like that's what Nintendo's been doing for the most part when it comes to the Switch. A lot of investments going into different games here, and I think that they would double down on that as they get bigger and bigger. We have the Nintendo World Attraction and all that stuff that's been detailed recently as far as the space. So yeah, it's only going to get bigger from here, but once again, it's all out to the players out there for supporting Nintendo as far as their great quality games, and Nintendo's going to continue to push, and we'll see what the future holds for us because it's going to be pretty cool. So what do you guys think about Nintendo's stock being the highest since Super Smash Bros. Brawl came out on the Wii? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and moving into the next article here, the Rainway developer shows off Cuphead once again streaming on the Nintendo Switch. Now, this is what they had to say on the official Twitter page for the Rainway app. Here is a demo of the Rainway remote co-op feature on the Nintendo Switch, playing everyone's favorite game, Cuphead. We swear Andrew, who's one of the developers, is not bad at video games. He just has his hands full as far as recording and then actually trying to play at the same time as well. And they've showed off Cuphead before, but it seems like it's streaming a little bit better now at this point. And once again, like, this is great technology. Rainway is such a cool company as far as what they're trying to do with this whole Cuphead streaming, and just streaming in general, not even just Cuphead streaming, I should say, but just streaming from your PC in general to multiple different devices, whether it's your phone or it's your Xbox One or your Nintendo Switch. So I want to see this on the Switch. I think it'd be really cool. It's just a matter of just getting approved. That's the thing that people have been talking about, and the big, I guess, discussion point is whether they're going to be approved or not. And I think that based on what they've said so far, and I remember they did an interview, at least Andrew did an interview with Spawnwave, and it seems like they are just thinking that everything's going to be good when it comes to being approved on Nintendo's system. But I think Nintendo is still rolling out apps pretty slowly here. We still don't have Netflix. We still don't have a virtual console service like normal. We still don't have Nintendo's Real Online. We still don't have so many different apps that the Wii U had. All we have really is Hulu for media, and and that's it. So I'm thinking Nintendo's going to wait before they get all that other stuff out, and then maybe we'll see stuff like this come out to the system, but it's still, we don't know yet at this point. But they seem confident. The Rainway team seems confident. Andrew seems confident that they are going to get this thing approved, and I think it'd be a really cool and a nice addition to have this on the Nintendo Switch. So what do you guys think about the Rainway team once again showing off Cuphead streaming to Nintendo Switch? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and moving into the last couple articles here, I'm going to be combining the Media Create sales charts with an individual article on Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon. So let's start off with Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon sales first, because we've got the total sales numbers in terms of the physical package sales and download cards that Famitsu has. Then we'll move into the Media Create and also the sales numbers there. there because, guys, this was a big week for Nintendo. So Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon move 1.2 million units within its first 3 days on the market in Japan. The 3DS family of hardware sales also doubled, which we'll get to in a bit. So Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon had a pretty big opening 3 days in Japan, and it sold a collective 1,199,814 copies during its first 3 days of release in Japan, according to the latest Famitsu numbers. Now, the numbers include both download card and Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon bundle sales, but does not include digital download sales. Now, the 3DS family of hardware sold 40,582 units during the week Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon launched, which is more than double the previous week's 18,687 units. The number of sales include the new Nintendo 3DS, new Nintendo 3DS XL, 2DS, and new Nintendo 2DS XL. Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon launched on November 17th worldwide. So really big sales for Pokemon, which we'll talk a little bit briefly at the end when it comes to Pokemon on Switch. Now moving on over to the Media Create Sales Week, and this is week 46, 2017, November 13th through the 19th. So big sales for Nintendo across the board, starting off with Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon. Once again, those were a little bit lower in the Media Create sales because they don't count the download cards, but either way, if you count up what they had here, it was 667,439 units as far as Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, I should say. And then if you count the bundled pack together, that sold 247,782 units, and this is just a re-release. Seriously, this is insane to see how much this game sold. Heck, even boosting the hardware as well, as old as the Nintendo 3DS. Absolutely crazy. Now, what's probably even maybe more impressive is some of the legs as far as long-term sales on some of these games here. Super Mario Odyssey, which 3D Mario games have never necessarily been the most popular in Japan for quite some time. Super Mario Odyssey did really well, selling another 62,024 units. That now has a grand total of 714,308 units. Now, here's something that I like to see, because when it comes to Star Wars Battlefront 1 on the PlayStation 4 in Japan 2 years ago, that game sold over 138,000 copies. Well, Star Wars Battlefront 2 in Japan, with the bigger install base on the PlayStation 4, sold 38,769 copies. So literally, it sold 100,000 less than it did a couple years ago with a bigger install base. Yeah, those loot boxes and all the controversy surrounding the game not helping you, EA and Disney. It's time to let someone else take over this franchise. You're ridiculously hurting sales at this point. It's been down across the board, from the UK all the way to Japan, and I'm pretty sure North American sales and all that will be down as well. You are hurting your brand, Disney. Let it go, just like Elsa. Let it go, let it go, let it go. But let's go ahead and move on to the next thing here, because Dragon Quest X, that actually came out on the Wii U, Nintendo Switch, and PlayStation 4, and it's interesting because the Wii U version actually sold the most with 24,836. Okay, and this is a re-release, guys, like a compilation of stuff and like a new package or whatever the case is, so it's not like a brand new game. But Dragon Quest X on the Switch sold 18,444 units, which was actually higher than the PlayStation 4 version, which sold 13,657 units. So that's interesting to see there. On top of that, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe continues to sell with another 16,532 units. Really good there. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on the Nintendo Switch, once again a good seller, 7,000 units. And then if you continue on, Style Savvy's been selling and everything. But overall, Nintendo had a really good Media Create sales. And when we go down to the hardware, the Nintendo Switch was really good, guys, really good. So last week they sold 79,958 units. This week they sold 86,999 units, so pretty much 87,000 units for the week. And then if you're looking at number 2 this week as far as hardware sales go, the Nintendo 3DS sold 43,480 units, then PlayStation 4, then PS Vita, Xbox One, PS3, then Wii U. If you want the full sales numbers and everything, you can check out the link in the description below. Nintendo has just been killing it in Japan, but let's talk about these Pokemon sales, because we saw what Pokemon did. 1.2 million right there. boosting hardware sales once again. Obviously, the boost in hardware wasn't as big as we've seen past Pokemon titles do, but at the same time, looking at how old the Nintendo 3DS is and the fact that the 3DS has sold 23,533,111 systems in Japan, that is very good that this old system can still sell above much newer systems like the PS4 in Japan, considering that the PS4 is still getting a ton of different games, getting Dragon Quest, getting Japanese games, getting American games, it's getting pretty much everything. But Pokemon on the Nintendo Switch is going to be a massive game for Nintendo, and I can definitely see it moving hardware sales once the stock is there, which I think that's really what they're waiting for, on top of the game needing to be developed and needing to be good and optimized and run well on the Switch. I think they're waiting for that big install base, and then on top of that, to get the sales, in addition to that, people are going to rush out to buy the game as well. I can easily see Pokemon probably moving 150 to 200,000 units just simply in that 1 week, and of course over the subsequent weeks moving a lot more units. And then in terms of actual physical sales go, easily hitting 2 to 3 million units in Japan on the Nintendo Switch. I think it's going to be that big of a game. It could easily sell that, maybe even more, considering Dragon Quest did about that, like 2 million units between the Nintendo 3DS and also the PlayStation 4. I can see Nintendo pushing that much with Pokemon on the Nintendo Switch, maybe 3 to 4 million. Might even want to bump that up a little bit. So what do you guys think about the sales here when it comes to the media create Nintendo with Pokemon? The Nintendo Switch selling really well with 87,000 units for the week, and sales just seemingly going up as we head into the holiday season. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of Player Essence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon and YouTube live gaming page and consider supporting Player Essence. When you sponsor via YouTube Gaming, gets you access to emotes and all sorts of cool benefits, perks, and rewards. So check out the link in the description below and consider supporting Player Essence right here on YouTube. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to Player Essence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you for the next video. Peace.